Today is such an exciting day for me, and I hope an exciting day for you as well. Welcome to the birth of Photographic Connections. Now, I think through all of our lives at some point we have a passion project, and Photographic Connections is definitely my passion project. I've been working on it for a while now, and I haven't really told anybody about it because I wanted to ensure that everything was in place before it was launched. And today is the launch day, and it's just one of these things, when you've been working on something for so long, it just feels amazing to release it. And I really hope that what I've created is going to be something that interests you. Now, if you want to hear my story and everything that's led up to the creation of Photographic Connections in depth, you can do so by listening to episode 1 of the Photographic Connections podcast. That has been released today. And that is the first offering that's coming with Photographic Connections, is a weekly podcast. Episode 1, as I say, is my story and why I've set up Photographic Connections, but every week after that I'm going to be speaking with fellow photographers about their photography. The tagline of Photographic Connections is creating connection to self, nature and others through the art of photography. And that is what it is all about. It's about connection, it's about community, it's about inspiration, it's about learning, and it's about a coming together of ideas, all revolved around photography. And the hope is that in time, Photographic Connections is going to be a big online community of people from all around the world who have an interest in developing a deeper connection with themselves, with nature and with others. As I say, the first part of this is the free weekly podcast, which has been launched today. So if you love listening to podcasts, it's available on all major streaming platforms, and I've also set up a YouTube channel for it as well, where you can listen to the audio recording of each podcast. The second offering, which is also completely free, is the monthly photography challenges, which I of course started on this YouTube channel last year. I decided I wanted to keep them going moving forwards, but in a different format. And I wasn't certain that doing it through YouTube was the most time-effective way of me delivering these challenges. So instead, every month I'm going to be announcing the photography challenge on the website, photographicconnections.com, and the Photographic Connections social media platforms. At the moment, it's on Instagram and Facebook, so you can follow along there if you're interested. And no matter where you are in the world, you can get involved with these challenges. I'm making them broad enough to really allow you to have your own personal interpretation of each challenge. And they're designed to help you think more deeply about the world around you, about nature, about yourself, and over time create more deeper, meaningful images to you. So April's challenge is on the website just now, and it will be announced on the social media platforms on the 1st of April. So if you want to get involved with that, do head over there and follow along. So they're the free offerings within this, and there's going to be a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of inspiration that comes from the podcasts that's going to inspire you to get out and just embrace life and embrace the world around you. And it's also going to allow us in many ways to create that community with other photographers, to share with each other. When we listen to other people's stories, it can really bring a sense of connection, and it can help us as human beings to relate to each other. And that's what the podcast is all about. Ultimately, it's to inspire you to get out with your camera, but it's also to bring us closer together as humans and to come together in this collective experience of just being a human being. So I feel these free offerings are great in themselves. But if you want to get deeper into the Photographic Connections community, there is going to be a members aspect to this community as well. Now, of course, we're living in very challenging times financially, and I've been thinking about that throughout the whole process of creating this. And as a result, it is only £10 a month to become a member. And within that members area of the Photographic Connections community, for that £10 a month, you get access to our monthly live webinar, our monthly Zoom group check-ins, our members Facebook community group, and you get a chance to potentially feature in our monthly challenge blog at the end of each month, which can be a great way of you getting your photography out there and noticed by others. And in time, this membership area will grow and evolve. So this is just the beginning of that. And just to give you an idea of the value that's within this, each monthly webinar is going to be created around the photography challenge. So if you need further inspiration or you want to learn more about that challenge, these webinars are designed to do that. And just to give you an idea, April's challenge is to go out into nature and photograph your favourite colour. And the webinar is about an introduction to colour. Now, these webinars are not designed to teach you photography because there's so many people out there that you can go to learn how to do photography. And as a photographer who's not the most technically minded, I recognise that I'm not the best person to be teaching the technicalities of photography. So instead, these webinars are bringing the principles of photography together with a theme. And of course, colour is very important in photography, but we're going to be delving into colour, the psychology of colour, what different colours mean, how they can evoke different emotions. It might help you to unearth why you're more drawn to certain colours than other colours, and why your favourite colour is your favourite colour, which means when you go out and do the challenge and when you continue on your photographic journey moving forwards, you'll be thinking more about colour. What colours are you using in your images? What emotions are you trying to portray? And you can bring these together with the technicalities of photography to create images that really mean something to you. So these webinars, as far as I'm aware, they're going to be about topics which people don't speak about all that much, but that they link to photography to really help you in some ways to understand yourself better and your own photographic process. The monthly Zoom check-ins is going to be a chance for community members to get together in a safe space in this group community online, and we can talk about anything that we want. We can talk about the monthly challenge, what things have come up for us, what we struggled with. We can ask the group questions of anything we may be struggling with or need advice with in our photography. I can allow you to share your screen so you can share the images that you've created that month, and we can all look at them and share them within the group and have a nice little discussion about things and just see what's come up for everybody. But it's also just a chance for us as a community to get to know each other better, and as the months progress, develop friendships who knows, maybe in the future may become physical relationships, which would be fantastic. And then the Facebook group. Now, I really don't like Facebook, but at the moment I can't think of another platform that allows people to get together for free and share images. So I've started the online chatty community on this Facebook group, which allows us throughout the month to ask questions we may have, to get any advice or any support from community members. And it also allows us, as we progress forwards with the challenge, to share images within the community. And those images that are shared within the community will then get a chance to feature in the end of month blog that links to the challenge. Now, you could, like I say, you can do the challenge if you're not a community member. You can just share them on social media. But if you want to feature in this blog and have a more safe space to share your work, that is what this community Facebook page is designed to do. So that's really what Photographic Connections is. I really wanted to create a platform that allows us to feel more connected to each other, to feel more connected to nature, to try and understand ourselves a little bit more through photography, and to have that safe space and encouragement and support to express ourselves in whatever way we want to. And to bring different ideas and concepts together to just create a nice community of people that are looking to have maybe a more deeper meaning in their photography, and where they can learn different aspects of things that will help to bring more meaning to their images. It's everything that I stand for and everything that means something to me. And we are, of course, going through very challenging times just now, and we're all struggling with things in our own ways. And I recognise that myself and other people, one of the things we're struggling with is a lack of understanding and an almost loneliness. And loneliness is something that we all feel at some point in life, and there are some of us that battle with it more than others. And if I can create a community that brings people together so we feel less alone, more supported and more together, then that's what this is all about. And of course, our love and passion for photography is our shared interest. And then on top of that, we're using it to uncover more about ourselves, to understand ourselves more, to connect more deeply with nature, which is so important to ground us and to help us feel supported, and to just connect us more with the world. Because we are, of course, nature ourselves. We're a part of nature. And the more disconnected we are from it, often the more disconnected we sometimes feel from life. And then the last element, creating that connection to each other and others. It's so important, and I hope that this community I've created is something that will resonate with you. And if you'd like to get involved in any way, whether it's listening to the free monthly podcast, getting involved with the free monthly challenges, or becoming a member of that community, you can find a link to everything in the description box below. It would mean the absolute world to me to have you along on this adventure if you resonate with what I've said in this video. Like I said, this is just the beginning of Photographic Connections. I hope it's going to grow arms and legs, and in the future I really hope it will physically bring many of us together, because we need that right now. And community is going to be so important moving forwards in the world, and finding communities of people that understand us, that get us, and that have shared interests and passions. It's really going to help us get through these hard times. And I really hope that this offering of Photographic Connections will help you. For those of you that are interested, I look forward to seeing you over there. And for those of you who listen to the weekly podcast, I really appreciate it. It's time to create connection to self, nature, and others through the art of photography. It's time for Photographic Connections.